Starting out at 5 o'clock with a live look outside. Another day of temperatures surging past the 80s. Yeah, we love it. It feels good. However, parts of the Colorado are facing high fire danger as strong winds are coming into the state.
With the increase in fire danger, XL now says it will cut the lights off to thousands of customers in southwest Colorado. The company says the power safety shutoff will kick in tomorrow at about noon in Alamosa, Conejos, and Rio Grande counties. XL says rural, remote, and mountainous areas could experience extended outages. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Phil Lipoff.
And I'm Kim Christensen. We want to get right to Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin with more on the weather danger and the fire danger, I guess.
I think it will peak tomorrow between noon and about 7 o'clock. So hopefully if they do have to turn the power off in southwestern Colorado, where we're expecting those winds to really be the worst, it will be a short duration event. Hopefully we are issuing a red flag warning, a fire weather warning, and a weather impact alert tomorrow. We've seen temperatures in the 80s today. We'll see them in the 80s again tomorrow. You can see how dry everything is. And then you add in the element of an increase in wind and off we go with really just a day we all need to be vigilant and careful. Beautiful scene in Winter Park, but that snow is melting quickly. Mountain temperatures are trending way above average as well. We're at 83 degrees currently in downtown Denver with 92 in southeastern Colorado. Not a lot of wind, but this will be changing overnight. We're tracking a trough of low pressure off to the west, and as it nears the high pressure ridge centered directly over us, that gradient tightens. So gusts of 45 miles per hour possible. Denver goes under the red flag warning tomorrow, much of eastern Colorado as well. But relief is coming. High pressure shifts east in response to the storm, spinning west of San Francisco. A series of little short waves will be moving through. Tomorrow, maybe an isolated shower near Winter Park. It will not last long. It won't have a big impact on us. Really, the bigger changes are coming at the end of the week and next weekend. So tonight, mild and dry and calm. Tomorrow, a weather impact alert for critical fire weather, and we're going to talk about rain and maybe snow in Denver's forecast.
Residents who want to slow traffic through their neighborhood are often limited to those bright neon child cutouts with a flag, or maybe that yard sign that says slow down, or the city coming in and making a change no one asked for.
In Aurora, the city allows residents to apply for a traffic calming change. 9 News reporter Marshall Zellinger is live in Aurora. Marshall, if drivers don't like this traffic slowing measure, they can take it up with who? Their neighbors?
Their neighbors or their resident school, because let me tell you, just standing on this is very calming. Watch as the car goes over this speed cushion. That might have been a little fast. These speed cushions are called, I don't know why they're called speed cushions. They're speed humps. That's what everybody knows them as. It can be as basic as this for traffic calming, or it can be as elaborate as a long stretch of road that we saw in the Conservatory neighborhood in Aurora, where multiple changes were made because a resident asked for it. Let's be honest, the signs that say slow down just don't do the trick.
Well, out here I'm the lady that sits on the porch and yells at everybody to slow down because they drive too fast.
Tracy Holbrook didn't just yell at everybody to slow down, she did something to slow them down.
This is me and another mom who said, I've had enough, and there's a program available, and I'm gonna do the work, I'm gonna do the footwork, and I'm gonna demand change.
Through the Neighborhood Traffic Calming Program, the City of Aurora allows residents to apply for safety changes to their streets.
The idea is to get a little bit of improvement in safety and to prevent any conflicts with pedestrians or bicyclists.
Since 2019, Aurora has approved 140 requests to slow cars down.
It's very much resident initiated and resident-led.
Like the speed cushions in front of Montview Elementary School at Montview and Moline, or the changes by Aurora Frontier P through 8 near Hamden and E470 that Holbrook applied for.
I wanted four-way stops. I wanted to make people stop at every single intersection.
She didn't get the four-way stops, but the changes approved by Aurora Traffic Engineering Supervisor Carl Harleen include 2 roundabouts, a flashing pedestrian crossing, and some flashing mile-per-hour signs.
They do work. We actually had a study that was finished last fall. So they were able to determine about a 3-mile-an-hour reduction.
The traffic calming measures don't always calm traffic. That guy just flew right through, kind of.
Yep, pointing. Exhibit A, Your Honor.
Holbrook says she took some flack from neighbors, but she'll take her victory lap.
I saw a problem. I saw an ability with money to fix it, and I tried to address it to keep your kids and your pets and my elderly people and my disabled son safe.
I learned an unexpected traffic calming measure is to have a news camera out and people will automatically slow, wondering what we're doing, reach out to the station to hire us for that, I guess. What we have here, what is the point of a speed bump when it has a gap like this? The reason this exists, fire trucks. The gaps are wide enough so that a fire truck would not have to slow down, because you wouldn't want a fire truck slowing down for a speed bump. Reporting live in Aurora, Marshall Zellinger, 9 News.
The things you learn by watching 9 News. Never heard of that. Thank you, Marshall. A man convicted for the death of a baby nearly 30 years ago is free today after a judge dismissed his case. Stephen Martinez was convicted of the first-degree murder of a 4-month-old Heather Matas in 1998. Heather was the daughter of Martinez's then-girlfriend. Martinez had called 911 and reported that Heather was choking. Officers found bloody sheets, and doctors later discovered she had a skull fracture and a brain injury. Martinez eventually admitted he shook the crying baby and banged her head against the crib. However, recent evidence found that Heather suffered from severe lung disease during her short life. 7 experts concluded that is how she died, not shaken baby syndrome. Martinez was released from prison a little more than an hour ago.
I'm so happy and so thankful to be out after being locked up 27 years, innocent. But now I'm going out to absolutely nothing. But God bless you guys. Have a great day.
The Matas family says they are still weighing next steps, which could include a civil case.
A now 20-year-old man will spend nearly 50 years in prison related to a shooting and a car crash that killed 3 people back in 2022. A judge sentenced Luis Rivas Newcomb to 48 years in prison after he pleaded guilty in December to second-degree murder charge. Prosecutors say on April 8th, 2022, he fired into another car at the 38th and Peoria overpass. Police say 2 dark-colored sedans were driving southbound next to each other on Peoria Street when the shots were fired. The shots killed both the driver and the passenger of one of the cars. Police say that car then went airborne and crashed into another car in oncoming traffic, killing that driver. Officers tell us they arrested Rivas Newcomb in connection with some other crimes, including a shootout with Aurora police.
An Uber driver has been arrested accused of sexually assaulting someone that he picked up. 29-year-old Javier Delgado Cordoba turned himself in to the Jefferson County Jail yesterday. Arvada police say he picked up a woman and her boyfriend and took them home from a bar in Arvada. When they got there, investigators say she stayed in the car while her boyfriend got out to unlock the home. Arvada police say Delgado Cordoba then went back to the back seat with the victim before getting back into the driver's seat and taking off when her boyfriend returned. Police say the woman was later dropped off at a business in another city. Investigators say he was driving a light-colored Kia K5 sedan at the time. However, police say he had been driving for Uber for about 1 year and may have used other cars as well. Now investigators believe there may be other victims. They're asking anyone with information to call them.
The U.S. Marshals led an operation that ended with the arrest of 24 people who were avoiding violent arrest warrants in Jefferson County. The Marshals announced the results of Operation Gateway Sweep, is what they called it. They announced them today. Task force targeted 30 fugitives wanted by several police departments in the county. 24 fugitives arrested in just 10 days. Officials say 3 were found to already be in custody somewhere else. Task force ended with 39 felony warrants and 15 misdemeanor warrants being cleared. Those included homicide, assault, and sexual assault. The majority of the people arrested will be held in the Jefferson County Jail.